We are into the second week of season 2 here at My Haunted Hotel, and the My Haunted Hotel menu is driving people into the downstairs bar. The haunted artifacts that are now on display here have become a fascination, and already customers have experienced bizarre activity within the bar, which has now forced us to place a chalkboard here so people can write down their experiences with a time and date so we can immediately check the cameras.
Well, we met in here 6 months ago today and realised that it was filmed for the Haunted Hotel, and we started watching it, didn't we?
Really enjoyed it.
Yeah, and really enjoyed it. It's the first time we've eaten in here, but we've had the half roast chicken with the chips and onion rings, and it was amazing. Absolutely amazing.
So on Saturday night we got reports of glasses coming off the tables. One of them came off here. I think it was a pint of cask ale, so I'm trying to replicate it with a pint of water at the moment. I've wet the surface here and to see if it slides off, which you'll see on the video. It generally slides off like that. But for me, you've literally got to, well, have a go, Brett.
Yeah, see, that's the thing, is you kind of want, because you've probably seen this at home, if you've ever like put down something on a wet table, sometimes you can catch like an air bubble under the glass, and that's what we're trying to sort of replicate, really, to see if we can get it. But
and it needs a bit of force, doesn't it, to actually...
I mean, that's like stripping now, it's that wet.
Don't know, should we ask the My Haunted Hotel customers what they think?
Week 2, My Haunted Hotel, all my merch has arrived, new t-shirts, different colours, different hoodies, investigator ones and stuff. So we're going to be selling this on the nights and in the pub, so it should last all week, this, hopefully. Been a bit of a weird week. I mean, me and Brett were down here before, heard someone running upstairs. It seems like it's gone really weird this week. Pint glasses coming off the tables. I've managed to capture one of them. Sod's Law, we moved the camera to feature a bit more on Willow, and all the pints seem to be coming off the table. That's not in the focus now.
this week is all go. We have had a really busy week last week, but now the new food menu is out, which is exciting. We have loads of new stuff downstairs. Obviously we have the haunted items, which we'll be learning more about in the coming weeks. But also, I want to turn My Haunted Hotel into like a pub that is also a haunted museum. This place has so many articles and things written about it. I want to plaster the walls with them. I want everyone coming here to have an experience that isn't just coming into what is already an amazing pub. That is what I want to get done this week.
The Grey Stall is not the only peculiar artifact to take up residence here in 2023. Downstairs, as you'll have all seen in the opening episode, we have other artifacts in the downstairs bar. Willow is a Romanian gypsy doll. This was given to me by a couple of antiques dealers, complete and utter skeptics, who were at a complete loss as to why this item was constantly moving in their antique store, and they were also hearing voices from it as well. Now, I have investigated this thing for about 18 months and have witnessed it move on one occasion. I've also captured on a locked off camera at his old home in Tatternold Hall the sound of a lady humming coming from this item. It is right there for everybody to see who comes into My Haunted Hotel, and if you stare at it for long enough, you may just see it move.
The psychological aspect of Room 8 and the Grey Stall is fascinating to me, probably more so than the paranormal side. Seeing people have breakdowns walking into just a room is just fascinating, and it just goes down to, is it because Grace has this presence about her that we've created, or is it that this doll genuinely is the most haunted item in the UK? We had things to back that up potentially last week, and I can't wait to see more of it.
3 rooms were checked in for our first investigation of the week, and similar to last week, we needed to watch for any patterns that would emerge in particular areas or with particular objects. Remember that My Haunted Hotel is an ongoing investigation, and it is our job to document everything. Monday's investigation was underway.
Oh my god, this is so dark. Oh my god, look how high the bed is.
No.
Oh, they weren't joking. There's no step. Great. Wow. Okay.
I'm sorted, I can get on the bed.
Oh, thank you. What's this? Welcome to room 1. You have been chosen to stay in one of the most haunted rooms in the hotel.
We'll have to go on that side, lad. Right? You don't like the door? Oh, but this side's next to the door.
This is what, your worst room?
Yeah, they're even like kids.
Oh god, what's that?
Cake.
Oh no, we said no!
That's why they brought it.
Spirit says no!
Jam Bakewells. But look at these.
Jam Bakewells?
These are so cool.
Stop it, Brett.
Well, now people are clearly on my side here. I know Harry's tucked into a couple of bits since the last time because
No, that's was sweets, that was like
I don't know. There was a box of cookies in it. Where have they gone, mate?
Carter. Oh, Jelly was Carter. It's Monday night at My Haunted Hotel, and we got 3 rooms in tonight. I bet it's like that.
Wow, that was super
I
snappy.
really like that, yeah. Kind of turns me on a little bit.
You know that's what turns on Danny Moss. A good snappy intro.
Oh, yeah.
Never do that again.
It's completely different being in here than it is watching it on TV.
Yeah, of course it will.
That's the Kappa skull, isn't it?
Oh, something's touching my head. I swear to God, something's just touched my head.
Seriously?
Honestly.
Well, it wasn't me.
Felt like cobwebs across my head.
With our guests settled in, we now join Mike, Alan, Marie and Julie in room 3, whilst Luke and Amy move to room 5.
Come and join us. Can you come and knock on our door, please?
Right, we're in here. If there's anybody in here, can you make a noise for us?
Can you make yourselves known? We have some blocks built for you, maybe knock them over.
One thing that baffled us all last week, we only realised it during the editing process, was the noise on the chest in room 6. Very, very strange, almost sounded like the latch on it kind of moved. But again, the haunted artefacts here at My Haunted Hotel are having an effect on the building, and a new week we wait to see if anything significant happens.
Question. Do you think since the artefacts have come into the building, that's why the doll hasn't moved in room 5?
Oh, that's an interesting point.
Yeah, I don't like this room.
Don't you?
No.
It's making me feel sick because our mirrors are all wonky.
Just out of all the rooms that we've been in, this one feels like the least I'd like to stay in out of all 3 of them.
Yeah, I agree.
It's like that little cubby hole at the bathroom there, it just looks...
They've had EVPs in the bathroom.
Have they?
Yeah.
The guests in room 3 have just declared that they feel uneasy. During season 1, this room was one of our least active, but has the introduction of the Black Mirror sparked a change here?
Thank you very much.
Can you do that again, please?
Thank you very much. Hi guys, we've just heard 3 very loud, distinctive knocks on the door.
Knocking on the door of room 5. This is a regular occurrence here at My Haunted Hotel, but we are unsure if it is a residual manifestation or an intelligent one. 30 minutes later, Luke and Amy move to room 6, and we place the Intravox device into room 8, alone with the Grace doll, to see if the white noise triggers a response. Nothing happens, but all of a sudden, Luke takes a funny turn in room 6.
Have you got a name? Okay.
Yeah.
Run.
Was that you making me cough?
The word run just came up.
I know. Do you not want me in here? So I've just had to step out of room 6. It's made me cough to a point where I couldn't breathe. And on our phones, about 10 seconds later, we had the words run come through. And then I just got hit with an unearthly amount of aggression. Like something was just trying to get to me. And I've just had to step out because I'm literally almost at a point where I could put my fist through a wall.
A concerning moment for Luke, but all falls calm for the next 2 hours as the guests continue to investigate. In the meantime, it is time for this.
I hit myself there. Walkie stumps.
Oh my god.
What have we got?
Don't know if this is anything, but we have anything in it that makes noise.
You dropped my burger.
So, the other day, I was in my mum's house and she had a few friends round and half the family round. And she starts trying to show off with My Haunted Hotel, the videos, so she puts the Christmas special on. And we're watching and she's like all dead proud of us in their pyjamas. And then there's this scene where looks like I'm raping Brett. And she just turned around to her mates and went, oh, how embarrassing that, I can't believe you put that in.
Did you not know?
I knew it was on there, but I forgot. And then there's just this scene of me, literally only like half a second of me doing that, and then she's just like, oh, your mum's quite prim and proper. It's not even funny, Dan.
Well, that's the last time you bummed someone on camera then, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to stop doing that, aren't I? What did you do? Was she just gobsmacked? She just looked at her friend and was like, she's not proud anymore.
She's like, oh, you should see my son, he does this. Oh.
That's exactly what it was like. What did you do? I just went, it's not all like this, Mum. Oh my god, I can't breathe. I'm crying. Oh, here's a clip of it so you can all see.
We send Luke and Amy into the downstairs bar to experiment with a number of ITC devices, but no evidence is captured. We then open room 8, and just like last week, it seems to have a huge effect on men.
I, Amy Chapman, agree to the following rules outlined outside room 8. Yeah.
I know. Couldn't debate it at all.
It's up to you.
I'm probably have to leave it. Someone's giving me a really bad vibe about this corridor.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I can feel it's trying to get in my throat again.
We were judged. I just read out all the rules and I didn't outline, but Luke's really not feeling it.
It's been a really quiet night, in my opinion. We have had our first refusal. Luke won't go into 8. He refuses. He's saying that something's telling him not to go in. I am noticing a pattern. It's men. It's men that it's affecting. Paul last week, Stephen last week.
Even the when we had the 2 rooms at the end of last week, the women still did go in there. The other guys basically refused point blank at one point.
As Monday's investigation comes to an end, it has been a strange night. Other than the knocking in room 5, we were unable to document any other evidence. However, the effect that some of the items are having on people is providing a truly unique aspect. Further investigations awaited in week 2, and only time would tell what impact the haunted collection would have.
We've left the radio with everything that we've seeing if we decided not to stay.
Welcome guys, it is Tuesday night here at My Haunted Hotel and we have just a one room in tonight, which in a way is kind of nice.
Especially when the next time we're here, there were 6 rooms in.
Full capacity.
Chuck's come with me.
Last night was very, very quiet. We did wake up though this morning and realise that one of the rooms left at around 2:30 in the morning. Completely freaked out, and I'm putting it all down to what happened at the end of the night, which you guys probably won't get to see a lot of because it was nothing obvious, but the black mirror in room 3 was freaking people out, Brett Jones.
Yeah, that and his experience in general, he was not okay. We had to take him out of the room 3 or 4 times throughout the night.
Following a similar pattern to Monday night, the building is calm and inactive. Tina and Beth moved to rooms 2 and 3, but we are unable to shift this period of dormancy. You can take the girl out of Leeds, but you can't take the Leeds out of the girl. Beth is walking round with a can of Carlin.
Love it.
So there was 6, wasn't she? So the baby that were baby wouldn't have even got her.
I think they were a baby. I'm sure they were a baby.
She must have been to fit in that.
What? What?
What was that? That from the door?
That happened last night.
No way. I've got over there.
Tell us what you're into. Do I tell them there's knocking? There's knocking in the room that we're in now.
Guys, we're watching, yes. Where's that coming from?
Outside. Out the door, outside.
Can you check?
Oh,
We've got the cameras up, there's no one out there.
Well, if it's one of you, I swear to God, it's not. He's not going to do that.
Yet again, we are able to capture clear knocking phenomena on the door of room 5, and it is completely unexplainable. The theories behind why this is happening are open for debate, but we believe it could be a residual manifestation, replaying, and possibly something to do with the secret in room 5. Beth and Tina head downstairs. Okay, we've moved Tina and Beth into the downstairs bar now. They want to work with Bob the Clown Boy, one of the most sinister items here at the hotel. We have the GS2 laser grid monitoring the new LED Willow. Well done, Brett Jones.
Good job, Brett.
And we have a temperature pod in front of her as well. It's just a case of now sort of monitoring and seeing what happens. One of the other artifacts here at My Haunted Hotel is Bob the Clown Boy. Now this item has a very sinister history to it. It was actually given to me by one of my contacts with a handwritten letter from the mother of the family, and again a complete non-believer in the paranormal, which always sparks my interest. Her son had a very strong obsession with this item. It got to the point where it was causing real concern. The young lad would always take it everywhere with him, and he would always say that it would speak back to him. Now, this got so intense that the mother and father grew really, really quite worried. One morning, the mum walked into the kid's bedroom. The item used to sit on a shelf. As she turned around, she saw the legs moving from side to side. Now, to actually read this in a handwritten letter just filled me with goosebumps, and every time I actually tell this story, I still get a cold chill. This is one of the strangest items I've ever come across, and during its time at Tatton Old Hall, we have heard the sound of children laughing coming from the item, knocking on the box. Then things got very, very disturbing. In 2019, we actually heard the sound of a goat bleating coming out of this item. The whole room filled with the smell of sulphur. Now, for the last 2 years, this item has remained completely dormant, but who knows what's going to happen as it's here in its new home at My Haunted Hotel.
Can you talk to us, Bob? There was a little tap on the glass.
Are you comfy in that box?
Release.
The word release comes through the Alice box, and just seconds later, this happens.
Cannot appear.
What's beeping?
These things don't like to be in boxes, do they?
The words cannot appear come through, and as the girls head over to Willow after hearing the temperature pod activate, listen to what else comes through the Alice box.
Do you have anything to tell us?
Tina. Tina.
God just said your name.
I know.
We are all left in shock as Tina's name comes through the Alice box next to Willow, and after the word release coming through next to Bob earlier, this session just became very significant. We must ask ourselves, are the attachments to the items aware of what is going on and who is present? This is a truly disturbing thought. The girls then enter room 8.
Are you allowed to ask it to tap on box?
Right, we have to go back to our room. Come on, please. You've seen what you need to see. Gee. Hi.
It came that time where we asked them to go to room 8, and they did not last very long. They didn't really investigate at all.
They tried to kind of joke their way through it a little bit to try and make themselves feel comfortable, which I completely understand. That's like a natural human thing to do. But yeah, again, 3 minutes I think they lasted in there.
It didn't feel like anything was going on in the room though, did it? I don't understand why they've left. Unless it's just psychological again.
Yeah, we didn't hear anything or see anything. It was just, it was more Beth. She just freaked. Once again, guests are struggling with room 8, and it is difficult to describe the atmosphere within this room to those of you watching this. Being here in person is an entirely different thing. We move into a final session in the brothel. We have now joined in the brothel section. It's been a fairly quiet investigation. We are now going to conduct an ITC session using the paranormal puck device. We are getting readouts here of all the environmental factors, electromagnetic field, light, movement, temperature. We do this on a daily basis anyway, but if one of these fields is to spike, then we may get a response here through the system. Let's see what happens. We do not receive any response via the puck device, but as Brett brings out the will of Charles Griffith, we receive this. Tuesday's investigation was over, but with the disturbing responses downstairs in the bar, we would need to monitor the situation as we prepare for Thursday's fully booked investigation.
Well, it's Thursday night at my haunted hotel, and we're just having some food. Brett's got the Hustler burger. I've got the poltergeist platter that I'm sharing with Danny, so he's off his diet today. It's very nice.
Downstairs has been probably the most active that we've actually had since we've reopened in 2023. Loads of reaction on REM pods. We've even had like accurate names coming through devices, which we very rarely ever have. And I think tonight is the night where we really investigate down here and see where that goes.
Since moving the collection down here, we're all noticing a change in the activity where this used to be one of the quietest sections, but the new sightings board has already got about 6 things on it. And I know you witnessed something down here on Wednesday. It's the Willow doll for me and Bob. Release coming through, and then the name Tina is just freaky. But yeah, tonight we need to definitely push it. Oh yeah. Our busiest ever night awaits, and what has been a relatively quiet week of investigations proves that the paranormal activity here at My Haunted Hotel doesn't only occur during the investigations themselves. Our brand new sightings board is starting to fill up, as strange goings on are being captured in the downstairs bar.
Wednesday afternoon, I was down in the pub doing some work. A guy came up to me and said that he'd heard the cage rattling that the new merchandise is in. Unfortunately, couldn't catch that on camera. But immediately after that, this happened.
Although we are not claiming that this is evidence of the paranormal, this happened just seconds after the cage by the bar started rattling unexplainably. Unfortunately, we were not able to capture this on camera, despite multiple customers witnessing it. The strange occurrences then continued into Wednesday night. As the building lay empty, room 8 began to stir. It is Thursday night at My Haunted Hotel, and we have a packed out night for our final investigation of the week. Would a busy building trigger one of the famous waves of activity here? We were about to find out.
Oh, this is a busy night. So busy.
Everywhere I look on this screen, there is a guest.
Everywhere. Oh, it's mad, but so good. Really good crowd. Quite looking forward to tonight, actually. One thing I want to do later on is get everyone together. It's very rare we have this many people in the building, and I want to see what that does to it.
Yeah, the energy levels tonight should be epic, shouldn't they? So, you know, this building thrives off that, so let's see what happens.
Things are changing here at My Haunted Hotel. The items, I think we can all confirm, are having an effect on this building. I've never seen that downstairs bar so active before. Things are moving. People are writing on that sightings board, and it's fair to say the buzz is in the air tonight because every single one of these guests is so excited to be here, and let's hope that these entities provide for them.
Your room has been decorated to evoke the spirits that have been recorded in this room. Checkout will be 12 PM the next day. Room 1 has been decorated with the post-war aesthetic in mind, to evoke the spirit of a local clergyman who has been spotted in this room from around the same era.
Hi darling, I can't sleep one. I'm on the ball, that's terrifying. Oh my god. Time to be all night. Jeez.
I'm not looking forward to secrets.
Are you sure you don't want to come in?
I don't know.
Just go in and be really positive about it.
I'm scared of this room. I think I'm going to be scared of it.
It's a doll.
Exactly, and look at what we're surrounded by.
It's protected. They watch it. It's not a toy. It's not like it's a serious thing. So they're not going to just leave it like.
And I don't let you in if it was
as a funny thing. It's an experience, is it?
Right, welcome to room 6. You have been chosen to stay in one of the most haunted rooms in the hotel. We encourage you to explore your room as you may find some hidden information on how to conduct your own private investigation.
The process of moving guests from room to room begins. The early stages are quiet, but that is all about to change. I deliver individual REM devices to each room, and the investigation continues.
You know it.
He just missed the door.
You dick.
Wow.
Why?
Have you had too much to drink? What's that? Have you been necking this?
Metaxa.
Why? Is that what... We saw you miss the door handle. You idiot.
If your answer to this question is yes, could you please light up the ball that I'm pointing at right now, and the lights by the doll in the corner. Did you live in this building when you were alive? Do you remember your time in history?
That's the box. That is the box. Is that a box? That
Well, don't do that.
Just let
me
look at it.
Can you do that again for me?
Yet again, strange noises from the cursed chest in room 6 begin to manifest. Last week we captured the sound of the latch moving, and what happens next is concrete evidence.
Sorry for the ball. Can you do that again?
Can you copy me? Look, I'll knock on my box, you knock on your box.
Stop it now! Stop it now! Shut up!
Did that just knock back?
Yeah, like direct knock back. They've heard a couple already.
Oh my god.
And now it's like a case of, I'll knock on my box, you knock on your box, and it's direct answers.
Can you copy me? Look, I'll knock on my box, you knock on your box.
Stop it now! Stop it now!
Do you remember the English Civil War?
The war.
Yeah. Do you remember? Do you remember the king being beheaded? Charles I.
Oh, woman's voice.
That's through their own device, isn't it?
Help. Okay, I hear you. You're asking for help. If we can help you in any way, we will. Again. Shut up. Do you hear that? She said help and a man said shut up.
Shut up, you fool.
Oh, what did I just say then? Shut up, you slag.
Did it?
I said shut up and then I said shut up, you slag. I'm sure it did.
I'm going to need to play that back.
Charles Griffiths, are you in this room? Do you hear that knock on the door?
I did hear a knock.
There is no one out there.
The necrophonic app in room 3 seemed to be bringing through responses. Or was this just a case of audio pareidolia? Sonny and Rianne moved to room 5, and in room 6, Liz, Emmeline and Fran also seem to be picking up on activity as this investigation starts to produce results.
Okay, so is this Charles doing the rounds? Are you checking up on us? Is this Charles, just to confirm? Good evening, Charles. Thank you for gracing us with your presence, Charles. You don't like women, do you, Charles? Do you find us threatening? Do you think you can threaten us?
It's a strange night. A lot of people have said, returning guests have said, it feels different here.
Jesus Christ.
We are locked down at my haunted hotel, and Thursday's investigation is producing some incredible activity. We now move Andy, Aaron, Carl and Anne-Marie into room 5 with Sonny and Rianne. Liz, Emmeline, Fran, Thomas and Sharon head into the downstairs bar, and Kim, Phoebe and Isabelle are about to enter room 8.
Do you want to be released, Bob?
Oh yeah! Oh yeah! That's gotta be the problem. Sound as busy you done?
Oh yeah! Can I go there? Oh yeah! Spirit box.
Wow. I'm speechless. I'm really speechless.
Guys, we will be arming the introbox shortly. You will hear it turn on.
Okay.
We would like you to continually ask questions, please, for the whole session.
Okay.
We have yet to do this. We have had the introbox in there before with 0 response. So this will be interesting now we have people actually in there.
We have had the Introvox in room 8 this week so far, and absolutely nothing has happened. This is the first time guests will have entered room 8 whilst this thing is pumping out white noise and hertz frequency. This is the one device that seems to trigger a huge response from the Grey Stall, although we've already had knocking on the box, we've already had a growl as DVP last week. Arming this device now. Oh boy.
I'm excited.
I'm a bit scared.
I'm more scared than excited.
We know that you are capable, more than capable, of communicating verbally. So, hello. Do you know where you are?
Where did you come from? When you lived with the little boy and you sat on the shelf in his bedroom?
You scared him.
You scared his mum.
It moves, it'll scare me.
You did it on purpose, didn't you? You liked it.
What do you think of your new home?
Where have you come from? Is there anybody you'd like to talk to, Jeanette?
Keep a close eye on Isabelle here. She is showing the same signs as others that have entered this room over the last 2 weeks. She is unable to look at the Grey Stall, and shortly she will be affected in an extremely negative way.
Do you already know something about us?
Did you hear that?
I heard 3 knocks then, yeah.
Guys, did I hear 3 knocks?
What does chair work?
No, it was... Did you knock? Did you just knock 3 times? Yes, amazing.
Grace.
Thank you so much. Can you do that louder?
Go on, Grace. Jeanette.
3 loud knocks we've heard. Do that again for us.
Did you hear it in the box then? That came from inside the box.
I think it was
or the box.
Yeah.
But it still came from over there.
Can you say something for us, please? We know that you can.
You can use this device to say something.
A child's voice comes directly over the white noise, and this is a clear sign from this item, which in the past has mimicked the sound of children in order to lure people into a false sense of security.
Your name. Oh, why I'm crying. Why are you crying? Why are you crying?
Please.
This is really not good. Isabelle has broke down in room 8. Brett's now gone upstairs. He's going to get them. They've been hearing 3 knocks in there. This is quite disturbing. She needs to leave the room immediately.
Yeah, Brett's there now, so...
A disturbing moment, and we shut down this session. Thursday night had provided moments of fascinating and compelling evidence, But equally, we must now accept the fact that there is true evil housed here in room 8, and the effect it is having, as well as the evidence it is providing, is a concern to us all.
So I'd gone in and I was okay. I couldn't look at her. My whole body was shaking. I don't know if it picked up on the camera or not, but my whole body was shaking. And then we got a few knocks on the wall, and then a voice, what we think is a voice, through the box that was on top of the grey stall. And I don't know what happened, but I just felt the need to cry. Couldn't stop crying. My face was like tingly. My legs just felt weak, and I don't understand why I was crying. I didn't understand why I was crying, but I were.
Yeah, it's really weird because you're a bit soft, but you're not like a crier.
Yeah.
So it's upsetting, obviously, seeing my little sister so upset about something, and just really confusing.
Yeah, it was very strange in there. We were really excited to go in and just experience it, but obviously cautious because it's not a toy. It's something to be respected in a way. But yeah, really, really strange object, very much. But Isabelle's not soft. I'll second what Phoebe said. She's not soft, but to see her break down like that,
and to not know why you're
trembling,
crying is like very, very strange.
Before the investigation ended, we were able to document 2 more interesting moments in both the empty room 6 and in room 2 with Liz, Emmeline and Fran.
Wow. Where's Aurelia? Oh, that was a good one. Hello.
Hey guys, everything okay?
Just had a big bang in room 2.
Okay, whereabouts? Sorry, we're just keeping an eye on room 8.
By the window. That corner. Not really sure, by the mirror maybe.
I think week 2 of 2023 has been fairly quiet, but we've had some really interesting new stuff that we haven't seen before. The box tonight with intelligent responses is just bizarre because we don't actually know much about this box, and hearing that was just amazing. We found that so interesting. Grace hasn't had much stuff go on in room 8 either. Now, we can't make these things happen, so maybe it's only a matter of time, but it's been an interesting week for sure. I can't wait to carry on. It feels like it's building.
Week 2 is over, and I think we need to be realistic. It has been quiet, but there have been signs that this building is changing. The ITC responses on Tuesday night actually saying someone's name, very, very disturbing stuff. The chest in room 6 tonight has been huge. We've had knocks, we've had bangs, some of the old stuff that we were getting in season 1, which is showing that this building is still alive residually and possibly intelligently as well. Room 8 has been very quiet this week, although the bell that we heard on Wednesday night, nobody in the building, completely locked up, and to hear that bell move is again just a sign that things may be stirring in room 8. But for me, the highlight has been the downstairs bar. That place is coming alive, and the fact that now the public can be involved with this investigation by writing what they see on that board. We move on to week 3. Let's do this. Our guests attempt to get some sleep, knowing full well that this building never rests. The souls of those who remain here are ever active. Sleep isn't for everybody though, and it is amazing what gets captured in the middle of the night. We'll see you soon.